just a little longer. Just a little longer.
Oh, we're gonna get popped.
Is this Valentine's Day again?
God, it sounds good on your shit, dude.
That's Fear Factory. That's one you kind of have to have a reasonable system to
You better
pull
have a
off, right?
fucking subwoofer if you're going to impress any of the ladies.
Speaking of which, good news for all the ladies. This episode of the Mead, Metal, and MMA podcast is dedicated to titties.
Hello.
Well, I'm sure we'll do a few other things too.
Yeah. I mean, I got a lot of breasts on my mind, you know.
Actually, even different than titties. See, the thing is, where we have moved into here in the 21st century, the Buck Rogers era that we're in.
Right.
Everybody, lady-wise, wants to have a humongous ass.
I can remember when that wasn't the case.
No. And here's the one thing. Man, there are some dudes that can't be big enough.
Yeah.
But
we know one coming over a little later tonight.
Yeah, well, but the reality is a nice, just well-rounded, nothing of too much substance, damn it. You can get ridiculous.
Oh, sure.
And that seems like, isn't that what the modern chick is aiming for? Is a huge ass.
Huge ass, tiny waist, huge tits.
So like
Barbie.
Barbie.
They want everything, all the kick-ass shit about being fat without the gut. They don't want the gut.
Well, no, you got a gut. We're assuming you're putting away 40s, right?
Yeah, but usually a gut is accompanied by a thick ass and a good old pair of breasticles.
Yeah, man.
It's the ratio.
A toned, round ass is the way to go.
Well, of course.
Because in order to get to those unrealistic proportions, they've got to go cottage cheese, right?
Yeah, but, it's a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, some of yous ain't built for it. Ain't built for it.
This is true.
Other ones are.
This is true.
Genetics. A lot of it comes down to genetics.
And like this area, I feel this area is pretty blessed with some proper asses on ladies.
Sometimes.
I'm more pleased and in awe than I am disgusted.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I also don't go to Walmart a whole lot either.
Yeah, that's kind of where you see some of the problems.
I tend to hang out where all the good-looking girls are. Pot stores and the like, and the meat hall.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just, in order to attain that, then they got to just eat dog shit. I don't mean that in a literal sense, but it's got to come down to
won't be kissing them.
Fucking loading up on ice cream and, anything that'll get that rump even bigger.
Or attained through surgery.
The right way to do it is do some squats.
Yeah.
Get that done.
I forget who said it, but it's like get the fat sucked out of your head and have it injected into your ass.
No, that's a bad idea too. Yeah, no. Tone, sir. But that does seem like that is that's really the modern fixation.
Yeah.
Among men and women, by the way.
Is there such thing as a toned fat ass?
I think you can have a toned round ass. Fat, no. Fat implies the opposite of tone.
Well, then I think we might be arguing two different viewpoints of fat ass.
A big old rear end?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but also I'm sure my limits are a little bit higher than yours.
Oh, I'm sure.
You can see from the ladies I've invited over here.
Yeah. But I'm just saying it's not illegal to work out once in a while.
Oh, no.
Ladies, that's all.
No. But it is illegal to talk like that. They're going to be coming with you at pitchforks,
cancel,
bro.
Cancel culture. They'll be come to cancel me.
They're going to cancel, and then they'll cancel me
and
just
then,
for knowing you.
And like all 6 or 7 of our listeners out there are going to get shut down.
Man, LJ ain't going to talk to us no more. Let's just reel it in now. Call it good.
Man, Ben, how's your week been?
Not bad.
Oh, good man.
I mean, outside of the normal doldrums of existence in itself, shit's all right.
I have been struggling with sobriety like you wouldn't believe.
I don't know how you're doing it, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I commend your efforts.
Monday's a month.
God.
Well, technically Sunday, but yeah. But I don't count Sunday because we drank well into the evening hour, into the early morning hours of the Sunday.
Your body was still breaking down alcohol, not getting rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, Monday it'd be a month. I've not had any. Does that mean I'm going to drink any tonight? Probably not. Tomorrow? I don't know. We'll see what tomorrow holds.
It is pay-per-view.
And because I'm peeling off of this diet, fuck this, in about a week, like a week from today. So I'm going to do it the right way.
Yeah.
Put together about 8 pounds of macaroni and cheese.
You hear that, ladies?
Yeah. So for those of you who want to put on a huge caboose, that's,
You get a hold of me, and I'll make sure you get at least a pound of that mac and cheese. And
then you'll get a pounding from Brandon later.
Yes, from Mac and Me. That's a terrible movie, actually.
But yeah, so I got another week to go. The one thing I will miss is I sleep like a fucking champ. I always stay up way too late on Thursdays, and sometimes that's a problem. I'm dragging ass on Fridays. Not today.
Yeah.
Nope. I just popped up today like I'd had a normal full 8 hours, man.
God, that is true, because like you were getting a hold of me at hours I thought you had to crash. What you're hearing right now, ladies and gentlemen, is a lovely dog ruining everything. We love that animal, though. It's true.
Yeah, his communication with the world when we're trying to do this is stare out windows and then let shit know that they're on notice. That's the dachshund way.
Mission accomplished, dude. Yeah, man. I'll be honest. It'll be nice to share a couple drinks with you once again. But that's an accomplishment in itself.
Yeah.
It really fucking is, because we are drinkers.
I have not had better sleep since I was a child.
That's saying something.
Man, I mean, that's
a certain kind of sleep.
Every day I wake up and go, whoa, what the fuck? Where am I? First of all, what day is it? What time is it? And it all starts to kind of come together. And it's like, oh. And then shake off the doldrums a little bit, and bam, I'm ready to face the day. No naps, no nothing. I mean, if I take a nap, it's really more out of I'm just trying to advance time.
Yeah. Yeah, right. God, man. That is, I'm very, very jealous of a sleep pattern like that. You know what I mean?
Well, but it is a hell of a sacrifice, though, because you got to give up all the grains, man.
Right.
And even I'm not a huge fan of it. And that's the other thing, too, is because next week will be the 5th week. I could always stay in for a 6th, all the way up to the Friday of Memorial Day weekend. But at a certain point, it's not a diet. It becomes a lifestyle, and I'm not one to become that guy.
When is enough enough?
Hey, if I stayed on a glide scope of this diet, of my caloric intake and everything else, by late August, I would actually be then able to fight in the UFC's lightweight division.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a calculator, and it shows however many deficits, whatever your deficit in calories is, and where basically what your weight will be. And again, it's this big sloping arc, downward, because by the time I come off this diet, I'll be at like 168, I think, something like that. By August, I'd be at 154.
God. Yeah, but see, then all of a sudden you're going to want to go jog and do like jogging stuff, and I'm not going to want to do that. I kind of like my liquor.
Yeah, but I don't think you got to worry about me jogging, because I've got too much of that fucking illness that makes it where it's impossible to run.
I just don't want you to, turn into Tony Little or anything.
No, I don't want to turn into the asshole that becomes like, you know who they are. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know,
They're basically the same as CrossFitters, right? They have to tell you everything they're doing. Oh, you know what I'm doing? Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm on keto.
Well, I'm not doing any of the grains, none of the carbs. Yeah, I know. That's good. You know how I'm doing it? No, I don't really care.
Don't give a fuck.
It just really takes a lot of discipline. You got to really commit. You ever commit to anything in your life? No, not really.
I'm about to, though.
About to commit to whipping your ass.
I'm about to commit to a misdemeanor, maybe felony right now.
Certainly assault and battery is in the works.
That's right. I'm going to fucking wring all the fat out of your colon with my fist.
With a size 9.5. It is a Mead, Metal, and MMA podcast. Get together fucking weekly?
We get together whenever the fuck we choose, whenever we deem it to be.
Yeah. We and as we'd point out last week, toward the end, that we're doing another one back-to-back weeks again, because tomorrow's a huge pay-per-view.
It is.
If it's keeping you confused, you can rest assured it's keeping LJ confused. So we'll be checking with that dude. Next one that we'll do 2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
Maybe I should start doing this at the beginning of the show, huh?
Well, check this out. We will be hearing from LJ on this podcast.
Oh.
It'll just be from the future.
Oh. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't think we had him this time around.
No, we do. We do. I have a podcast segment in hand right now from him.
Oh, right on.
It's just meant for next week.
I didn't think we had one coming from. So there we okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So if you're excited about next week's
I'm not.
heavy metal release,
because we don't have one next week.
Well, good. So see, this will actually work great because the week we'll be off and not talking about music. We're going to knock it out right here.
Okay.
We're looking out for people already without even really thinking that we're doing it.
I almost feel like I need to put together a calendar of pay-per-view events so that way I can let LJ know, hey, by the way, I know it's weird, but we'll be doing back-to-back ones here and there. And
we need like a commandments list.
Or get with Dana White and say, hey, man, could you please like keep these things about every other week?
Yeah, because our bro LJ, man, it can get confusing for all of us.
Need to get that guy down here for the show one more time. I think I said that not too long ago. So
yeah, might have to start a petition.org.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about with the pay-per-view that's coming up tomorrow. First of all, Mead, Metal, and MMA podcast to get started on the Mead side. Whereas I've really got nothing. We talked about it last time around that we were going to probably rack to the barrel and to a couple of gallons. We're going to do that tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's ready.
And that is provided. It just depends. Tomorrow has a lot of variables, and oddly enough, those variables have to do with weather. Because I was looking at it tomorrow, I was like, cool, fire up the grill, get some skirt steak on there, make some fajitas again, rock and roll that, throw on the pay-per-view. And, well, we might very well get weather kind of like what we're having today. We're starting to get this weird May rain thing. We don't see all that often in New Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah. It's welcome,
Yeah, well, it's not raining here.
Yeah, but it's still, the problem is it just doesn't rain here.
Yeah, I mean, it's raining around us, but we got this weird bubble. It's like a weird Asimovian kind of a dome that just kind of rests over this valley, and we don't get any of the rain.
It has to do with that valley, right?
I guess. It's weird because you can check it out on the radar. And it's like, well, here comes a huge fucking blotch of green and orange and red. And it's coming right for us, right down the highway.
Yep.
And it gets here, and it immediately, you can watch it on the radar. It's what? What is it doing? It's splitting into twos, and one's going right around us, the other one's going left.
It's fucking going around us.
It's shocking.
It's an interesting sight. Imagine living here for that.
Yeah. But so, in other words, no Mead update really for this week. And I know we keep talking about maybe we'll get some experimentals going, but we have to do the racking of that barrel or of that fermenter before we can even think about that.
Right.
So, in which case, then that means I'm going to have to go and then get ourselves prepared. Probably get a hold of some a good grape variety, and get hold of some coffee beans, and we'll try our hand at that shit.
Let's see what's up.
Yeah. So that's kind of it for the Mead side of it. You got anything liquor related or anything of that nature? Did we bitch about Samuel Adams on this show, or was that just a hangout that we did?
I don't know.
I think it was just a hangout. In case we did, hey, don't hold it against us because we tend to
skip ahead about 4 or 5 minutes tops.
But, we kind of got off on this crazy off-the-rails tangent about how terrible this Samuel Adams is. Mainly, my biggest complaint is because it doesn't taste like beer. They go out of their way to make sure nothing does taste like beer, except for their beer-flavored beer, and even that one tastes like Boston, which is kind of like sweaty nuts, right?
Yeah, it smells like the breath of the people in Boston.
Yeah.
It has an overt metallic taste.
Right.
It tastes like you're sucking on a shit penny.
So you can imagine my surprise last night. I go to the fridge for something, and, like I said, I'm not drinking, but you are, so you brought over a six-pack. I look in there, and the first thing immediately, I thought it was Sam Adams. And I was immediately going to turn around and yell, "You traitorous prick!"
That would be me being the ultimate, dick, right?
Yeah. Turns out, no, actually, it's just very similar colors between that and, Kilt Lifter? Is that the one?
Well, I guess, the Scottish flag in the corner could, off the side, that and the six-pack, the pack kind of provided that as
because
well.
Sam Adams is red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
A weird red. It's not like what you'll find on a flag and not the normal
not
blue.
Like that.
But it looks just like Kilt Lifter. Yeah. So as it turns out, I had to quell my rage very quickly because it turns out you weren't quite the asshole I took you for.
No, I'm the asshole I am.
To the medals side, before we get to LJ, we're just as a kind of an aside, we're actually going to be putting some work in on banging out a cover. I know we say this a lot, and we usually start it.
No, this is picking up steam, bro.
Yeah, and we usually start something, and then we just go, fuck it. We'll move on. We'll reapproach it again one day. No, we kind of already have the piano parts. Yeah, piano. Guitar parts, bass line's pretty easy. I mean, it really comes down to Brandon to be able to bang out the vocals on it. And then also
Doable.
Working in some ambient orchestra stuff through one of my boxes. But, yeah, we're going to do a pallbearer cover.
It's going to be fun.
So hold our feet to the fire if it's like a month goes by and you're like, hey, motherfuckers, where's this at?
Yeah, no, I'm really excited about this. After hearing your piano portion, I was already in with the idea, but then hearing that, I was like, dude, I'm even more so in now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was a weird thing because I was banging it out because I thought, man, certainly that's something I could pick up.
Yeah.
And I did. And it took me like 5 minutes. I was like, hey, there it is. But
I did it.
But the thing is that what I had, and I went back and recorded it to send to you. So like, hey, man, I think I got this, figured out.
Yeah.
No metronome, no nothing, no background, anything. It's just me on a keyboard. And banged it out, sent it to you, and I thought, man, I wonder how close I was to the time signature on this shit, or at least as far as BPM, right?
Yeah.
And I played it back. I synced it right over the top of Pallbearer's song, the one we're covering. I couldn't hear any of their piano riff because I had every note dialed in exactly over the top.
It was pretty spot on. Yeah, even if that was all 100% by ear, even like the cadence of it, nailed.
Yeah. Of course, and as you had pointed out yesterday, though, it's a song of some note around these parts.
It is. It is a song we hold near and dear.
Need a beer or anything?
I'm good. Fucking Frank Sinatra died on this day back in '98. Damn. It's
Well, and he is. His estate is trying to sell his house again out in Palm Desert for $4.25 million.
God.
And apparently it is, and I'd had a guy I work with in the mornings telling me, he said, yeah, it's not all that easy to access. I'm like, what, you got to fucking fly in or something? He goes, not quite, but you have to be dedicated and know where you're going.
Ooh.
And I thought, well, that's all right, except it's in Palm fucking Desert. It's a little, got a little methy out there in the last 20 years or so.
And it sounds like this is the way Evan Dunham died, like going out in the desert and just getting lost.
Well, and also, it's for people that go to Las Vegas in July or August and go, fuck this, I'm looking for the real heat. That's what Palm Desert's for.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I felt 117 degree heat in Las Vegas.
Palm Desert is not far from Death Valley. I mean, it's, you're pumping 120 during the day, 100 at night.
Who the fuck wants to live there?
Frank Sinatra, apparently.
God.
Well, back in the day, though, Palm Desert was considered to be, it was like an attraction for the wealthy, and actors, so they didn't have to hang out with schmoes like me and you. And nobody took the hint back then. They're only just now in the year 2021 starting to get the hint. It's like, I'm starting to think Hollywood doesn't give a fuck about us.
Well, if people could just fucking enjoy things instead of be like, I fucking love this guy. This guy is who I love. Just enjoy shit.
We would have a better society if maybe all the diehard fans of the Kardashians and Taylor Swift were all ejected out into the solar system, right? This would become immediately an infinitely better place to live.
Ejaculated into space like a
Ejaculated
space load.
Just like they're accustomed to.
Space load. I get behind that.
That's a no, that's not Dave Windorf. Never mind.
Space load, mother. Do you think any astronauts rubbed one out in space?
You have to, right?
I feel like you do. I really do.
But it'd be a little gross, right? If it kind of got away from you.
Yeah.
Or if you were a prankster, on the International Space Station.
See, where I think that's like a part of science. Like,
Hey, somebody let go of their white lithium that's floating
you
around
don't
here.
really need to use a Kleenex when you're blowing your nose or your penis.
Blowing your penis. There's one for you. There's one for the books. Put that in your next children's book,
The ink is already drying on that phrase.
Although blowing the penis actually does mean something in and of itself.
It really does.
Not necessarily the same as, say, a nose blowing, but
blow your dick out.
blow your nose. That's gross. Everyone wants to get the fuck away from you. Blow somebody's dick. Well, what a sport you are, right?
Depending on what your vibe is at the time, you might consider it. Like, all right, I'm listening.
Yeah. Even if you do have to get out your hurdy-gurdy and drill your own hole in the bathroom stall for the glory hole hookup.
Hey, while I'd never do it, the thought has always intrigued me of like, what kind of fucking sexual deviant do you have to be to just fucking put your mouth or dick in a hole and just be like, I'll accept whatever's here?
That's... At first I thought it was like some weird, like, fucking urban myth shit. But it turns out, no. Apparently that's a thing.
Yeah. I mean...
I watched Pinkies. There's no way you'd get me whipping out my dick and putting it through a hole in the wall. Because I know what happened in that movie.
Yeah. It got pulled off.
Or no, not Pinkies, Porky's.
Porky. Yeah, it got pulled off.
Yeah. That's...
Pulled his dick and balls off.
I'll pass.
Thank you, no.
Pinkies. Oh, yeah. You got to slow this motherfucker down. Yeah, that's right. Don't want to confuse Pinky with Porky's.
I'm just going to run through a couple things here, and then we'll throw it to the LJ man. Apparently, folks saying Marilyn Manson and his wife are trying to discredit these ladies that have been coming forward.
Of course. That's what you do if you have a lot of things you don't want to lose, like
planting
money.
Fake abuse stories. I'm like, wow, that's because it's Marilyn Manson. I feel like that man's possible of anything.
Sure.
He's capable of anything.
Except for hits, right? That's the...
Yeah, no, those days, shit, third album, he's done. Third album's like, this is trash. You got a suit made out of, it like, look like you have tits, and you just made shit music now.
Third album, trash? Wow, he must have followed the same model that Pearl Jam put out there, right?
Yeah. Well, even you've said, even on fucking Verses, it's like, this is kind of already beginning.
Yeah. No, you can sense it. And then Vitalogy came out. It's like, okay, I like 2 tracks on this entire fucking record. And then Yield was, I think, right after that, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know. Don't get me lying, because guess who didn't listen to that fucking record?
Right. Now, if you were to hear that David Ellefson would start being a topic of discussion when it comes to this fucking weird sexual fucking realm that we're hearing about, seems to be like every week someone's getting popped for doing bad shit to the ladies.
Yeah. That was Dave on
and
fire
now he's on that one. But what's weird is it seems like it's already been dealt with. You know what I mean? Even the woman that has been a part of it has come out and said, "No, look, I was of legal age and I was a consenting adult. There's nothing going on here."
They didn't fuck, though, right?
I think they did.
Oh, okay.
It didn't get into too explicit.
Well,
detail.
yeah, because he's a Christian, so I'm sure he did.
He's a Lutheran
right,
fucking
right.
priest.
There you go. Yep.
And their online video, I don't know if they're videos of them fucking, but it's of him just having a good time, apparently.
I like to look at things in a far more optimistic view because, hey, at least he's a Lutheran and messing with the ladies and not a Catholic and messing with the boys, right?
Yeah, right. Fuck. You know what? That's a damn good point, Holmes. Damn good point. Robert Fripp from King Crimson and his wife. You've seen these videos of them. Like, basically, it's his wife who has a beautiful rack. Huge, beautiful rack. Who's like doing these little songs with a guitar player from King Crimson. But she's like, basically, she just has her tits out.
Yeah.
Well, they do it every week. And they apparently just covered Prodigy's Firestarter in this way. And she just like, apparently you can show your tits as long as you've painted them first.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask that because is she the one I'm thinking of that has a tattoo on her chest?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Just 2 beautiful globes and body paint.
And painted titties. I told you fools this is going to be about titties.
You could take a poor set of breasts and paint them and all of a sudden they look better. You know what I mean?
No.
Not
really.
I don't know why. Maybe it's just because all the pictures I've seen been on the internet.
Watch a little too much of that Star Trek, ain't you?
I think too much Rona Martin laughing. I think.
Yeah, maybe. Which in that case, that's okay. Gold is just fine.
That's true. I'll take gold.
And if you know what we're talking about, that shit is on Prime. And yeah, it's dated, but damn it, it's still there are points when it's
dated. Don't mean bad.
Yep.
Mastodon put out a new jam over the week, Forged by Neuron. It's off of DC's death metal series.
Yeah, which doesn't mean an album is forthcoming.
No, but that is always they're working on one. They're working on one.
Did you hear that? Oddly enough, Metallica, they say they got enough for another fucking record.
I read they had something like 10 or more songs.
Yeah,
ready.
Yeah. It had to be Lars, right? Because there's nobody else
James.
I think it's so loud. It was.
It's
Lars
it was
or
Papa
James.
Het because I read that
the
too.
other two in that band are not allowed to speak to the press. Yeah.
No. Yeah. Fucking Kirk and Mr. T, they're just having a good time.
Right.
You want business updates? You talk to Lars and Papa Het.
But it's either 11 or 13. It seemed like it was an odd number.
Yeah, but enough that would because Metallica went from doing fucking 7 and 8 track albums to fucking 12 and 14, some cases double albums. So 10 or more is the perfect amount, I think. And apparently they're like good to go.
Well, unless they start pulling some like really heavy duty, shit like the really long tracks from way back when. In which case, then 6 or 7's probably all right.
Yeah, which I'd be fine if they had like an 8-minute instrumental again. I really miss. That's the only.
They haven't done one in a long time, right?
Death Magnetic was the last one. Suicide and Redemption.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
but
that.
Death Magnetic came out in 2006, so it's been 15 years. And I was a little bummed out that fucking the new album didn't have an instrumental on it, being a double album even.
Yeah.
But I hope that they remedy that for the next one.
I got to tell you, man, so far this century, I like Metallica better in this century than last century.
Yeah.
To
a lot
degree.
of fucking change though in this century.
But it's only really for 2 records too.
That is true. Well, 3 if you got to count Saint Anger.
But
gotta.
But Death Magnetic and Hardwired. Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and everything they did in between. Fucking S&M 2, the movie. Which, it's a movie, yeah, but the fucking concert in that movie is amazing.
Yeah, no, that was a real treat for fucking fans.
Yeah, yeah, I got to see it at the fucking IMAX up there in Lubbock.
Right on.
Had to go to a shitty rave party afterwards.
So there's a couple of concerts that are out there on the horizon that are, and I can't even necessarily compare them, so I'm just going to throw them out there. But one, you told me about, and that's Lamb of God and Megadeth.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind seeing that, but it's on a Wednesday in Albuquerque. I can't.
It's a tough sell.
I can't swing a Wednesday.
I'm naturally off on Wednesdays, but even I would be like, I don't know if I want to go to Albuquerque on a weekday, bro.
Yeah. Well, and then the other one, and this one involves Stain opening for Korn. And they're actually playing Dallas, the Metroplex anyway, on a Saturday in November. I think it's either the Saturday before Thanksgiving or the one right after. In which case, I no matter what, I'm out anyway because I ain't gonna pay to see Stained. And Korn,
and I'm not gonna travel 8 hours to see Korn.
No,
that is not. It fits our bubble, but the band has to be legit.
Yeah,
and Korn is great. They ain't legit.
I don't require the opening act to be that great, but I do require the main act that we're going to go see to be something pretty fucking special.
Oh, you mean you didn't go for Killing Joke and not Tool?
Yeah, right.
Ugh, hear that.
Or the Starbenders for Alice in Chains.
Now, that was a pleasant surprise.
Although, actually, I think we're going to get a pleasant surprise, oddly enough, from Gojira opening for Deftones.
I think so. I think bands are always better live.
Every time Ruben comes over, he plays some of their new shit. Gojira's not the band I thought they were, or they've gotten exponentially better. Somebody ponied up $20 and got some guitar lessons.
Yeah, and their drummer's always been top notch. Great drum for that style of music. You have to be a great drummer.
Sure,
but I think I doubt I'll be buying all the Gojira albums out there afterwards. But I will. I know I'm going to go in like ready to fucking enjoy it.
What I'm happy about because they've got to be touring on this new record. which is going to be fine with me because I've heard 3 tracks and all 3 of them are really well. Now, keep in mind too, is I thought it was going to be terrible. So my point of reference, was completely disparate from what we actually got.
Yeah, like you're not a fan. I'm radically indifferent, and Ruben's a fan, and we all kind of like it.
The new stuff?
Yeah.
I might be more on board of the new stuff than you are.
We might have to throw 1 or 2 on
Right
before the big guy gets here, or when the big guy gets here. I'm gonna go ahead and close out with this, and then we'll get to LJ. Tawny Katane, the lady, another ginger,
what are
leaves
your
us.
Thoughts on that weird bitch?
I didn't think she was that good looking.
A little problematic, right?
Oh, fuck yeah. If we're talking like personal life, you bet your ass. Tawny Katane, for being known as that bitch from the White Snake fucking video.
And that's it, right? I mean, that's
really
well. That and if you were a weird fan of Hercules: The Legendary Journeys back in the day with Kevin Sorbo, she was on that as well. She played his wife.
Really? Oh shit!
And if you really hated Tawny Katane, which I know some of you, if you really hated Tawny Katane, then you could take some mirth in it that Hercules kills her in his sleep.
Bro.
Yeah, the movie's a little darker than the TV series.
Yeah. God. But, apparently no foul play suspected. So that might have just been one of those bad luck things. But she had a lot of VH1 style issues. When I say that, I mean we knew about them because it would usually happen on a show that was on VH1.
Would you say she's probably had sex with more than 5 men? At
one time? Yes. Yes, I would. I'd bump that up to 8.
How
many people were in Whitesnake? Well, David Coverdale probably counts for 2 people with that fucking Johnson of his.
Oh, I thought you were going to say with that ego.
The ego and the dick need pleasing, ladies.
So anyway, rest in peace, Tawny Katane. I like you on Hercules. You're all right in Whitesnake videos, I guess. Yeah, and just a tortured soul. I mean,
yeah. But hey, we're still alive, and so is LJ.
Indeed. Time now for us to get the lowdown. What's going down right now with the metal segment of this week with our very own LJ Ruiz.
Welcome back to another episode of the metal portion of the Mead, Metal, and MMA podcast. This week we're going to be going through 2 weeks of this litter box of releases, and hopefully we find something interesting. There's got to be something on this list, huh? Well, anyway, that's what you got me here for. I do all the listening to bad music, so you don't have to. Unless you do, then you did. So there. All right, first up on this list is Black Keys with their album Delta Cream with a K. I have to say, I'm not huge on the Black Keys, but hey, man, I mean, these guys can rock it, so if you're into really mellow rock jams, I suggest you give these guys a listen. As with any other Black Keys album, they really know how to just get you chillin'. Yeah. Next up on this list we got here is Mouth for War with their album Life Cast in Glass. I'm actually kind of impressed with how heavy these guys are, so if you want heavy, Mouth for War give you heavy, baby. Sorry, that was weird. Sorry. Hey, but it looks like Raven has a re-release of their All For One album. For those of you who don't know Raven, or don't know who the hell they are a new wave of British heavy metal band that actually had Metallica open for them in 1983 when they played in the United States. They actually did a show here in Portales. Yeah, you can ask Brandon about that one. He knows more about the details than I. They actually called the tour Kill 'Em All for One, which is really cool because it combines Metallica's Kill 'Em All album title with All For One by Raven. So how cool is that? It's like the best of both continents. Or yeah, fuck it, whatever. Next up on this list is Sunbomb. The album is called Evil and Divine. I have to say, this is like that 80s wailing metal where you got like the powerful riffs, the loud singing, the operatic vocals, and, really cool guitar riffs that just drive the song. So if you're a fan of all that stuff, or you like Judas Priest, then check these guys out. I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed. I wasn't. Next on this list is the Jailbirds with their Jungle EP. I have to say, these guys, it's kind of hard to describe their style other than to say, imagine your favorite hard rock band, and now take away one of their testicles, and replace it with an actual stick of TNT. There you go. The Jailbirds. Fuck yeah. Now we've got 3 releases, or should I say re-releases, by a band called Skeletal Remains. Beyond the Flesh, Condemned to Misery, and Desolate Isolation are the names of the albums. I guess they're good. They're heavy as fuck, so yeah, if that's your thing, hell yeah, go for it. I'll tell you what is your thing, even if it's not your thing. There's an album that's coming out this week. Actually, no, wait, it is the week of... This is my recording schedule for you. It is the week of May 21st. So anyways, this band is called Thunder Mother. They're an all-female hard rock band with 4 members. But then they've got this album called Heat Wave Deluxe Edition. I listened to it, and right now it is one of my favorite albums of all time. Ever. It's fucking dope. These ladies can fucking rock it. It's kind of like having... It's like kind of taking AC/DC and ripping their nuts off and then forcing them to have metal ovaries. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. They rock. So if you get the chance, check Thunder Mother out and all their stuff because, I mean, I was pleasantly surprised. And that's how you end one of these top 10 metal lists. Well, not top 10, but you know what I mean. The metal portion of the Mead, Metal, and MMA podcast. We'll see you guys next time. Take it away, Kevin and Brandon. And so far, there's nothing really new on my end to report. But whenever new releases for KBX, Lowdown, or anything are abound, you will know about them. See ya! Take care, fuckers.
And there we go. A little metal update with LJ this time around. LJ, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
To quote Total Recall, 2 weeks.
That's a fortnight.
Not shitty game either. We're talking actual measurements of time here.
You want to jump right straight into MMA then?
Let's fucking do it, man. I'm ready to get some stuff done.
Yeah. Well, the reason we have the reason our show scheduling has been so fucked up is because we kind of utilize pay-per-views as a basis for when we're going to bang out a podcast. But if we go a while without any pay-per-views and we kind of settle into a normal schedule, well, until the next pay-per-view comes
right.
up.
Hey, if Dana White stopped doing them every 3 fucking weeks.
Yeah, we need about 6. 6 would be
dude,
perfect.
That would be, you know what? I would even take every 2 months. I'd take 2 months. Fucking pay-per-view. You get 6 a year.
That'd be like back in the olden times, though.
Yeah, but 6 a year is still pretty fucking good. Can you imagine how great these cards would be with proper build?
How many do they got nowadays? Are we looking at like 15 a year?
At least, man. Because sometimes there's like pay-per-view, 2 weeks, pay-per-view.
Yeah, which is bullshit. Now, I don't mind it when it's like 5 weeks. I'm like, all right, it feels like at least there's been a passage of time. But let's get right to it. UFC 262 coming up for tomorrow. I don't really care about the early prelims, but I do care about the prelims because they're going to do it right. And usually for pay-per-views, they try to make sure the prelim is pretty spot on for the poor fuckers out there that can't afford to pay the $70 it is now.
Agreed. Right. Yeah, no shit.
Starting off the prelims, Andrea KGB Lee.
I don't think she has that nickname anymore.
Oh.
I don't know. I've been watching like some of the promotional build for this stuff and like the watch the ceremonial weigh-in today. And it's just straight up Andrea Lee now. Not throwing the KGB in there. It's weird.
Yeah, but that was Killer Greenbutt, right?
They haven't been calling her that.
Okay.
Killer Greenbutt.
But anyway, she's fighting, thankfully, the right Shevchenko.
Yes.
She's not fighting Valentina, fighting her sister.
Yeah, if she was, we probably wouldn't be talking about it. Be like, so
let's
what
move
else
on.
are you looking forward to, huh?
Well, and Valentina's days of being on a prelim card, I think we're going to see probably a passage of 8 years before we have to worry about that.
She'd probably be like, look, I gotta go, you guys. I'm kind of getting old, and I don't want to be a champion anymore.
It's true. She does seem a lot smarter than those who just hang on and hang on. Look at you, cowboy. So yeah, Andrea Lee fighting Antonina Shevchenko. Like I said, the right Shevchenko. Although, man, that's still a pretty good fucking
Coming
record.
off a win?
9-2.
Coming off a win.
Yeah.
She's gonna be on a roll.
And Andrea Lee is not as good as what she used. Well, she's not as good as she was in Invicta. As in the record shows, she's 11-5. Those 5 losses have kind of come in the not too distant past.
And yeah, her last fight itself was a loss.
Yeah.
And as far as the money is concerned, man, my money is on Antonina. I have not been impressed with Andrea Lee.
I have
since
not
her debut.
not in the UFC. I mean, she looked great in Invicta. You know?
Sure.
She's like the female version of Cerrone. I mean,
really-
without all the losses and such.
But there's really no up-and-coming competition when that's what you are, you know? Some people are just like, I'm going to come down here, I'm going to fucking burn through you bitches, and in about 2 to 3 years, my ass is going to be fighting in the big leagues.
Right.
You're not, but you're not going to be really fighting hardcore quality either. You're going to encounter some fights that you just stomp right through, man.
Which, to pause on 262 for a second then. So what is your take on this? And that is that Anthony Pettis' brother, Sergio, left the UFC, went to Bellator, and of course, being a former UFC fighter, he basically almost he has to fight one fight at Bellator, and then he's straight in for the championship, which he wins, and says, yeah, it's the best thing that ever happened to him, and blah, blah, blah. He had to get the hell away from the UFC. He's in a much better place now. But he has to know in the back of his mind that that belt is not as important as anything in the UFC.
It is the splendor of MMA, man. It shines like gold, but it's not real gold.
That's it's your Mike Lindell of insurrectionists.
I'm not talking about a lot of fucking pitchers in the minor leagues. I'm fucking talking about pitchers in pro baseball.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to go through the ranks to get there, but if you get there.
I had immediately made the joke if Sergio Pettis wins a title in Bellator and nobody saw it, did it actually happen?
I still take it on hearsay.
You have to.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a Bellator event. I think there was somebody we wanted to watch, and that might have been within the last year. But as far as actually watching a card, like
we didn't even watch Rumble's fight.
No.
And I got to be honest, even if the Yoel part of that had held, I don't know. I forgot.
Yeah.
I fucking forgot.
I don't think about MMA on Fridays, and Bellator is not stupid enough to try to run on Saturdays.
Yeah. Well.
And if they do, it's usually a pay-per-view. It's a card Scott Coker thinks might stick it in the butt of the UFC. And generally, UFC still outpaces them in ratings. So.
Oh, yeah. No, you ain't going to beat the big dogs.
Sorry. But anyway, I thought that was interesting with Sergio Pettis. They just gushing about what it is to now be a world champion. It's like, yeah, Bellator world champion.
Yeah, you have to put that up there. Because usually when we're talking MMA and we say the word champion, we're talking about the UFC.
UFC champion. I mean, I'll also allow it if you're fighting out of Singapore for one championship, because that seems to be very equivalent.
I would put the competition there above fucking Bellator.
Oh, sure.
As far as direct correlation to the UFC.
Dude, I put it basically on the same plane as UFC.
Yeah. I agree. I think the talent there is astronomical.
Ooh, lights out, man. Every time one of those fighters comes over and gets in the UFC, it's like, holy shit, look out.
Like,
I mean, basically that whole contingent of Chinese fighters that all came over for that last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
All of those were beasts. All of them had a little experience at one time in one championship. And every one of them are scary. Now, thankfully, China only won one out of that whole night. But
and it wasn't the one everyone thought.
No. But the thing is that it's still, I mean, you can see the parity of skill is there.
Sure. Absolutely.
So do we even know who this Jordan Wright and Jamie Pickett are?
Jordan Wright and Jamie Pickett. The Beverly Hills Ninja, bro. It's tough because they're both coming off of losses, and that's really folks that you don't really remember that hard, you know?
Jordan Wright, though, he might have something stuck in his craw because that was his first professional loss.
Yeah. That's pull up his last 3 fights here.
Of course, he is 11-1 and 1 no contest, which means he probably broke the rule at some point, or somebody else did.
Well, the sad thing is, Wright fought Joaquin Buckley.
Oh,
that was the second knockout.
That was his loss. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't the flip around kick that got.
Oh, he knocked him out.
It was the second knockout, which was it was pretty spectacular when Buckley knocked him out.
Okay.
But that was his loss. He lost to like a guy that was just on fire at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now that fire has been put out.
There is momentum. There is momentum in the UFC. It's weird. It's hardly palpable, but it's there.
Yeah.
You can see when fighters get on a streak. Look at Tony Ferguson, and then look at the end of that streak. That dude's got two losses in a row now.
Yeah. In my opinion, about maybe 3.
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll
get to that here in a minute.
We'll get to that.
Lando Venata's fighting Mike Grundy. Lando is a guy that can wear damage like crazy.
Yeah.
Not an overly technical fighter, I would say.
No, I would call him a slugger, bro.
Yeah,
I really would.
he's a brawler basically, but he's really good at it. Strong mustache game usually, you know.
Yeah.
I think he's actually sporting beard and mustache now, unless he's gotten rid of the beard and gone to those handlebars. But
Oh man. Well, the thing is, man, and he also, dude needs a win badly.
because he's had a few in a row, right?
Diakese beat him back in September of 2019. Fucking last fight where he fought Bobby Green.
Okay.
Lost to Bobby Green. So he's not on the best run in the world.
Mike Grundy's got a 12-2 record, but
And he has a really great name. I love that. Like, reminds me of remember Solomon Grundy?
yeah, right.
That's what
yeah.
it reminds me of.
You got to look at how many of those wins came in the UFC. It's kind of important when you start tracking down research on an individual fighter and go, 12-2, that sounds like a great record. Yeah, well, you know, if he's 0-2 in the UFC and those 12 came at like fucking World Series of Fighting or something, that's a problem.
It really is. And I mean, you know, and this is also going to be a card where the fans are back. Back
Yeah.
again.
Right?
Like Slim Shady, back again.
Yeah, second out of, well, I think that's what they're going to do with pay-per-views moving forward.
I'm going to go Grundy on this because he looks like a white Houston Alexander.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Do we know anything about his professional record at all?
I know he is 1-1 in the UFC.
Okay. Yeah. And that's a fight that deserves to be on the prelim. What weirds me out is that we're living in the era where Jacare is on the prelims.
After you get done to you what Kevin Holland did to him, which was basically knock him out while Kevin Holland was on his back,
Yeah.
you need to be put in check. Now, granted, it is the prelim of a pay-per-view. It's not that big. It's like main eventing a Saturday card on Fox.
Yeah. But Jacare's like almost my age. So it's like,
True.
come on, man.
Very true.
To quote the president, you know, the man sitting in the Oval, come on, man.
Playoffs.
But he's fighting Andre Muniz, who has got, I mean, they're both, these are both veterans.
Yeah.
20-4 record for Andre and a 26-9-1 no contest for Jacare.
And it's another one. Jacare needs this bad. He needs this win so bad. It will be 4 in a row if he gets dusted again.
Last time when he lost, I immediately thought that dude was going to take off the gloves, throw him in the middle of the octagon like dudes like to do.
If the way he got knocked out wasn't so ridiculous, maybe.
Yeah.
But since he
Or I might be thinking of actually the getting dusted the one before that.
yeah, because he fought before that he fought Jan
Yeah.
to a decision, but still did not look great at it. And then Jack Hermanson before that 5-round decision loss, 3 in a row. Man, 4's not even veterans get 4. I think Cowboy gets 6.
Cowboy, yeah, he gets a lot. He doesn't get one more.
No, he does. He gets 1 more. Dana White says you get 1 more at lightweight like you want. Remember how I was talking about that?
but he loses that next one, and that
oh,
is
yeah.
it.
He's basically on, we were talking about a Ric Flair angle when he retired from WWE, not wrestling in general, where the evil character, Mr. McMahon, was basically like, next time you lose, you're done.
Right.
That's where we're at now with Cowboy. It's like,
Yeah.
you have to win now. It is up to you to save your career right now.
All right, to the main card. This is where you start whipping out your credit card in order to watch these.
That's right, friends.
Shane Burgos and Edson Barboza. If this was 5 years ago, I got Barboza all day long. My problem is that I don't think Barboza gets it done now.
Yeah, still some of the gnarliest kicks in the business.
Highlight reel's great. Problem is all those fights, you're seeing he's wearing shit pre-Reebok.
Now, is Shane Burgos moving up to lightweight, or is Barboza moving down to featherweight?
Featherweight.
It's a different fight then, man.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know if I can I'm sure Barbosa's fought at featherweight, but I can't remember one offhand. So that's a nice variable. Dude's got some gnarly kicks.
Yeah, I don't think he loses much of that power by that weight
and
cut.
gains a little more speed probably.
God, man, he's
I
already
want
pretty fast.
Edson Barbosa to win.
I
want him
do.
to win.
That guy is 21-9. He's been around a very long time.
Yeah. I'm ready for him.
All right, women's flyweight fight then after this. And I saw like Caitlin Chukagian again. Well, she was fighting Viviane Araújo, who's actually, isn't Araújo the one that actually putting chicks away at flyweight?
Yeah, dude. Look, she is coming off of a win 10-2. Let's see. Let's get to these event results. Lost to Jessica Ai back in December of 2019, which I think is what led to Jessica Ai getting that title shot and then getting blasted
Completely,
off.
yeah, right.
Getting ejaculated into the stars. Got a decision win over De La Rosa, and then beat Roxanne Modafferi by decision. So
not laying him down. Okay, I think I
No.
confused her then with someone else. I thought it was, God, what's that chick's name that ended up doing that with the COVID gal from last week? Well, but that's who I was.
Oh yeah,
That's who I was thinking of. But,
Angela Hill fighting Hebus,
Yeah.
and Hebus got the Roni or something.
Yeah, and Angela Hill, yeah, so that fight. But who was it that beat Hebus the last time out when she was out?
Oh God, where like she got Bambi legged and stood up and it happened again.
Oh, wait, that was the lady on the main card last week.
Yeah,
right,
that was
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's
not Michelle Watterson.
right, yeah. All right, but anyway, so Viviane Araújo, don't know who you are. It sounds like you get a lot of decision victories. Caitlin Chukagian, she'll sneak victories if you're a decision fighter, because she, for some reason, puts her faith in the judges and it works out for her most of the time.
80% of Chukagian's wins are by decision.
Oh yeah, she's
Apparently,
not
she's won by submission once and knockout twice.
she's not bringing the thunder and lightning with her. So
Well, you know what her nickname is, right?
fool of a chook.
I wish it'd be a lot better than Blonde Fighter.
Oh, that's right. Maybe
Because why not be creative when you have the chance to be?
Caitlin Dummy Chukagian. There you go. How about
Full
Dummy?
of up, Chukagian.
Okay, we have a bantamweight fight that's in the middle of this main card of two assholes I've never heard of. I don't know what they're aiming for here.
After, because I had to go do a little research myself. I actually did a little research before I came out here, believe it or not. Fucking Matt Schnell has fought like fucking 7 or 8 times in the UFC. It's not just some cat they picked up. Problem is, it's at flyweight. That's why no one cares.
Oh, so that bantamweight fight is a flyweight fight. Who's this Rogerio Bontorin?
Let's see.
Because he comes in with a 16-3 record, won no contest. He had a pretty good head of hair on him.
That's true. He's rocking a little bit of a faux hawk in my picture.
Although it might be Rogerio.
Or Rogerio.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure if it's like Brazilian.
It's
or...
Rogerio. He has 11 wins by submission and 3 by knockout.
Oh, okay.
Those are all H's. Let's see. Lost to Kai Car France
Oh,
back in March of this year. Wow.
hadn't seen that
Pretty
guy.
quick
Yeah,
turnaround.
yeah, that guy. Yeah, because I commented that we
watched
had
that fight.
no, because I'd commented that we hadn't watched that guy fight in forever, and then and it's just been a couple of months ago.
Yeah. Last win came August 2019 against Paiva. Paiva looks like a dude that was a hardcore Muay Thai guy. But it'll probably be fun. Don't know why this is on the main card and Jacare and Muniz isn't, but whatever.
Yeah. So then we move to the co-main, which is
Beef
huge.
sandwich.
I don't know what to make of this, because the problem is I like both of these fighters. I like both these fighters quite a bit.
Yeah. For an Iranian, Benny D ain't bad.
Yeah, well, do you know his backstory? I mean,
Yeah.
they
Oh,
fled, because they were actually Iranian Christians. That's why his
Right.
family came here. So yeah, Benyal Dariush fighting against Tony El Kakui Ferguson. Man, El Kakui needs a win in a big, big way, but Dariush can't very well afford a setback here.
No. Darius been on a pretty decent run of it as of late. Apparently, Tony Ferguson took offense because I guess Dariush helped Gaethje train before his fight with him, and that wasn't cool.
Yeah.
Which I was like, I didn't realize you guys were best friends at that time, guy. I don't know if it's just fight build or what, but they clearly don't seem to like each other very much.
I think it is. I think it is fight build because when you start getting co-headliners, you better bring a little dog and pony show with you.
Yeah.
The thing is, I like Tony's ground game a lot, but I don't like it against Dariush because Dariush is far more physical on the ground.
Yeah, but wouldn't you agree that Dariush is really enjoying headhunting these days?
Well, there's that. Now, how often
knocked out Hot Sauce and knocked out Drakkar Close.
How often have we seen a fighter though get away from what they really are? But the thing is, Dariush has always been pretty well rounded.
Yeah.
So he's not exactly like a wrestler that's just learning how to strike and kind of getting married to it. This is a guy that's been pretty well rounded. He's been a mixed martial artist for a very long time.
Yeah.
I don't like
Dober.
I don't like his striking against Tony, but I do like his ground game against Tony.
The only man who's striking I picked over El Cucui's was fucking Gaethje's.
Yeah, well,
And that was because I know you're gonna hit him hard.
Yeah,
But Gaethje gonna get you back.
yeah.
And
I just wish Gaethje hadn't thrown that fight against Khabib.
no, man, it's just every Khabib fight's boring.
Yeah.
That doesn't involve a drunk Irishman on coke.
Final, yeah.
Who you got it?
Oh, I got Dariush. I'm rooting for Tony, but I've got Dariush.
Same. I'm rooting for Tony. I don't want to see him drop 3 in a row after fucking coming this close to fighting Khabib a dozen times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Main event time.
Charles Oliveira, and not the asshole Oliveira, the one that's actually all right, that holds the record for a number of submissions in the promotion, fighting against Michael Chandler, who I didn't think much of him because he came over from Bellator, right?
He did.
I thought,
3-time champ Bellator.
Fuck it. This is a Bellator guy. Nobody cares. His skills aren't going to translate as well into the UFC. But he looked fucking great last time out.
Right. Yeah, man, he really did. And, gosh, Dan Hooker wasn't meant to be that walk-through opponent.
No.
He was meant to be, because, like, Justin Gaethje, for example, that dude got Michael, I was about to say Michael Jackson. Michael Johnson.
Yep.
A little bit of, like, I think Michael Johnson was, like, top 10 at the time, but Gaethje had the better skill set out of the two. And Michael Johnson gassed, and that's why, if he hadn't gassed, if he had that fucking tank for 5 rounds, he probably would have beat Gaethje's ass.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. He started fading at the end of the third.
Yeah. I mean, but that guy had to go on, lose twice after that, win 2 more to fight El Cucuy.
Because Gaethje was main event on that.
He was main event in
that's what
Vegas.
I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
He was main event in that card. So he won his first one, didn't get a title shot. I think he either got fucking Poirier or
Eddie.
Yeah. It was Eddie or Poirier. He got both of those and lost both those fights. Then won 2, got El Cucuy, got the interim belt, and then, of course, Khabib did what he does to everybody.
Right.
Chandler got it after his first shot, and I have no problem with that. I really don't, because it was Dan fucking Hooker, man.
Yeah.
A guy who was like, I win this, I'm in that driver's seat all of a sudden.
I think he might have broke him. I think he might have broke Dan Hooker. Because
Yeah.
Dan Hooker, I've never seen anybody more despondent after a loss than that guy.
And not only that, Dan Hooker, outside of landing a couple decent leg kicks, man, that's all he did.
Yeah.
Never hit him once.
And that's a guy that goes in volume.
It's hard to do, though, when you're in fucking ejaculate land.
But it's going to be interesting to see. But, man, if it's the same Chandler that we saw last time around on his fucking inaugural fight in the UFC, I've got Chandler all day long against Oliveira.
But does Oliveira want to take it to the ground?
Well,
but then you got to worry about Chandler's wrestling, man. Chandler has, but here's that argument again. Hell of a wrestler, loves to throw hands though. Hell of a wrestler. Yeah, Justin Gaethje, they were saying that about him too. But then you go against the best, and it's like, oh, I'm not a wrestler anymore.
Yeah,
guys.
you're not.
Yeah.
The problem is with this: if Chandler gets a little bit too overzealous, that's when Oliveira will tap everybody. You start getting you make even one mistake, that guy's going to lock you down, and you're going to be tapping.
And it's kind of like fighting Maya when it's on the ground, man. If there's even a remote chance something gets sunk in, it's probably over.
Yeah. Of course, we have seen it where Oliveira just couldn't quite get control of both hands, and we've seen him get knocked out on his back as he was trying to pull some crazy shit.
Yeah, doesn't happen all the time. I mean, Cat's rocking a 30-8 record, and he has been at this show for a long time, man.
I'm going to kind of go on this one as far as my pick goes. I'm going to pick the same as I did on the other one, and that is I think Chandler's going to win, but I'm going to be pulling for Oliveira.
Yeah. Oliveira has been doing this. Like I said, he's been doing this a long fucking time. And I would love to see him finally get that belt. But I just think Michael Chandler's on a fucking roll, dude. And that left hand, which is not, I don't think he's not a southpaw. I think he's orthodox.
Well, that's usually what makes that left hand really,
Yeah.
really dangerous.
Just like, man, be careful. Mike Chandler's a shorter fighter, but I think he takes it in two. I think we're going to see finish this fight.
Yeah. Yeah, well, when Oliveira's fighting, it's probably not going to last a long time. It's just a matter of who does what.
Yeah. I mean, who's going to go back and watch old Bellator tapes? So the only tape that Charles Oliveira has is that fight with Dan Hooker.
Man. All right, let's get to the picks, sir. We don't want to run ourselves out of time.
We're good. We good.
Yeah, well, it's still time for picks. So what you drinking today, sir?
I'm going to have me a nice Shebless. No, I'll probably be drinking a little bit of mead later.
Yeah, well, we got Ruben Gonzalez joining us later, so I'm sure we'll
be drinking mead later.
Yeah. I'll be going hard after that Topo Chico. Hard.
Oh, God damn. What are you jamming?
Something old. We'll go.
Whispering Jack Smith.
I'll go Blind Faith.
I'm going to go Whispering Jack Smith. Go listen to Me in My Shadow. It's a creepy fucking song, but it's also from like 1925. You know what I mean? That old?
Nah, not necessarily. Don't require it.
Pantera Circuit 92.
So what are you listening to here for this week?
I thought you were about to say, what are you lesing out to?
What are you lesing out to, sir?
Everything, sir. I'll be lesing out to Valentina and Antonina celebrating after a hard-fought victory.
All right.
I'll be lesing out to that.
I think Jacare gets completely smoked and retires in the octagon.
That is a damn possibility.
All right. That's it for us. 2 weeks hence, a fortnight hence.
Forsooth.
We'll be back. We'll be back talking titties.
I'm glad we hit all the spots. I hope you guys enjoyed our chat about ladies' rumps.
Yep. Well, somebody's got to, right?
Yeah, I mean, hell, it's something I love. So of course I love talking about it.
Right.
Let's see, the ladies' asses, marijuana, and beer.
I think we covered it, right?
That sounds like I'm about to do my own podcast. Welcome to the Ladies' Asses, Marijuana, and Beer Show.
See you cats in 2 weeks, huh?
Goodbye.